Hey all, and welcome back to another episode of City Sim Builds. As you can see, I have Two Rivers County up and running, and I am excited. I'm so stoked for this because this map has been, I think, corrupted. I think I had a mod that caused an issue with one of the game saves that I had. I had to go back to a previous version and test out all the different mods and everything, and it looks like it was, I think, the tree anarchy mod. That one, I think, was the one that was causing me issues. But anyway, it's been a long time since we've been back here in Two Rivers County. There's been another major update. I have a new computer, and I am really excited about the new computer. I'm still playing with some of the settings. I think the image capture here looks pretty decent. I'm going to play around with some of the color settings and everything. But overall, I'm pretty pleased with it, and the performance is very snappy. As you can see, I'm kind of floating around here, and it's really nice. So off camera, as I've tried to make this work, I've added a few things. Like I added 2 more of these pumping stations over here. The other major thing I did was I fixed the traffic issue over here, and I can quickly go through that. So what I did was I set up what's called a quadrant roadway. So the whole point of this is to basically eliminate left turns at your main intersection. So all you have are the through movements, which you can see I have in place here. The only other movements I'm allowing are these right turns right here. And I got rid of this one because I want people to take this road over here and bypass basically this. But as you can see, if you wanted to come here and take a left, what you would do is you would take a right, come up here, take a left, and then go straight through. And then if you wanted to, say, take a left going this way, coming, I guess, southbound, you come down to the second intersection, take a left here, and then you take a right. So it covers all the main movements, and then I set up the traffic signal here to just be optimized for this kind of condition, and the same thing for these over here. And the nice thing about a quadrant roadway is that it doesn't prohibit you from developing this piece of land right here. The main thing you want to do is just have access right here along the road here, which I guess it's naming Harvey Street. I think the only other thing that I've done is add a few other death care facilities, like a couple crematoriums, and I think that's about it. We're still getting some issues with our trees, as you can see over here, but I'm okay with that. When I had tree anarchy on, I guess when it was working, it was just trees were popping up all over the place, and B, the whole map would just be this giant blue blob, and I couldn't do anything. So it took me a long time to get this map back up and running. But for today's episode, what I want to do is focus in on this area over here. And if you look at our industries, you would think we would build a oil industry in this area. But as you can see over here, we have our county seat, River Pointe. And I don't want to add a big oil industry over here, but I am going to add another industry, and that's going to be a fishing industry. And I want to focus that along this area right here. So one of the mods that I've added in is the fish warehousing mod. So that's going to allow me to go in and place a warehouse and select fish as an item that can be stored in that warehouse. But what I want to basically do is extend this community down this way a little bit, and then really focus this area to be a fisherman's wharf kind of area where you have a bunch of different fishing industries. I think the game calls them harbors, but when I think of a harbor, I think of an area that is protected in some way. And that's something I actually might do, is create a little jetty, and put rocks on it to protect from, the ocean. Just that, I feel like that's something you would see in real life, especially with having such a large body of water that's not really being broken up, except for the island over here in the distance. But before we get into today's episode, if you could hit the subscribe button, that would be really, really awesome. Also, leave a comment down below with what you're looking forward to seeing with Two Rivers County now that I have it up and running again. I'm really, really excited about this. And if you like that Two Rivers County is up and running, please hit the like button. That would be awesome as well. But with that, let's get into today's episode. All right, so the first thing I want to do is just kind of come down here and cut on contours to take a look at what we're working with. I think the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the different fishing industry options that we have. We have a fishing harbor, we have an anchovy fishing harbor, we have a salmon one, we have shellfish, tuna fish, fish farm. We got all sorts of stuff. Algae farm, seaweed farm. We have a fish factory, and then I got a couple assets from the Steam workshop, like this Frank's Public Market Fish Market. Wait, did I say that right? Yeah, Frank's Public Market Fish Market. Woo, that's a mouthful. And then you have this restaurant here, which is also owned by Frank's, apparently. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is start placing some of these assets along the coast here. So I think we're going to start off with just a basic fishing harbor, and maybe what we can do is have it line up to meet up roughly where this road's going to end, right there. I'm just going to place a few more of these along the coast here, and I don't know if I'm going to do all of them. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will. But yeah, I think it'll be neat to have this whole area down here just lined with different fishing industries, basically. And as you can see, I just kind of went for it. And I haven't been in Two Rivers County in a while, so I think I'm just gonna roll with this. I think this would be cool. And now that I have some of these in place, I want to play with them to move them around a little bit so I can get them to kind of line up just a little bit better. Yeah, so I'm just trying to like line these up so they look a little bit better. Yeah, and like rotate them a little bit and probably add a little bit more space in between them. So I wonder if I can bring this down a little bit. I think that'd be fine. Same thing, kind of like here. And this one I definitely need to rotate. And we'll bring that to about here. And then this one definitely needs to come down to about there. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna go ahead now and bring this road down to here. And then I'm gonna construct a road that connects all these up. And now that I'm thinking about it, this is going to be an intense grade, so I'm actually going to bring this road down and around like this and connect it up down here. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and get the road along the coast here in place. I think that would be easier. All right, let's zoom out and take a look at things. All right, that looks really good. I'm really pleased with that. Excellent. The next thing I want to do is extend this road down to here somewhere. So let's go ahead and get that in place. And for this, I think I'm going to use a different cross section here. And I picked up this, this icon looks a little bit like Minecrafty, but it's this 2-lane neighborhood street with parking. I think that would look really nice here. Let's place it and just see how it looks. I'm just going to do something like that. All right, that looks pretty good. I like that. I might actually then upgrade. Let's pick this, and then I'm going to come back and upgrade these, going all the way back up here. All right, awesome. I'm really liking the way that looks. Okay. Okay, cool. Academic year report. Haven't seen one of these in a while. Looks like we've lost some students because our population is decreasing a little bit, and that's something I'm going to have to address here in a little bit. But right now, I just want to focus on this. So we're going to bring this around and then see if we can tie this up here. Let's check with the network multi-tool the slopes through here. So let's start from down here, then go up to maybe here. Okay, we got some rough spots at 13.8. So if we bring that down, we get 7s. And I think we're gonna have to just terraform a little bit through here. Since I've been away from this map, and I've been playing the tutorial series, I've forgotten how much you have to like terraform and everything. It's been nice playing on flat land, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we'll just terraform through here to smooth things out a little bit. And I think that's looking pretty good. All right, so now that we have these in place, let's get power and water down here. So for the time being, I'm going to run one of these rural utility lines down here. All right, excellent. So now that we have water and power in place, these should all get fixed. Yep, and there we go. Perfect. So I want to take a look at the budget real quick, see what's going on. Oh yeah, I think I bumped up the electricity production because for a while I didn't have realistic population on, and that was causing like a crazy influx of traffic. We have like way more production than we need. We can bring that down honestly to 50%. So let's get that down like that. That should help us out a little bit. What about our water? I think now that I put those extra water pumping systems in place, and I think I put in actually one extra water sewage treatment center, we're well covered now. I can definitely bring this down. So I'm gonna try 50% and just see what it does. And this is probably gonna bite me in the butt later, but that'll be okay. So I'll speed the game up a little bit and see what that does to our budget. Yeah, there we go. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Oh, yeah, they're not liking the water issue. Okay, so I need to maybe go to 75% on that. Okay, we'll do 80-ish. Okay, yeah, 80. Perfect. All right, now let's see if that fixes things. Nope. Interesting. Oh, and I realized I just did the power. Silly me, silly me. Let's bring that back up to 80. Then we'll bring that down. I really wish you could go in and just like type the number instead of using the sliders, because it's very, very finicky no matter how awesome of a mouse that you have. So let's check out the water. We're doing fine there. Okay. All right, so the next thing I want to do is start placing in some of these fishing routes. It says here fishing route incomplete, and we're going to fix that. And to get our fishing routes in place, I'm going to turn on the freeform road tool. I think that'll be fine. So we'll just come out. We're just going to do like loops for these. Doesn't have to be perfect or anything. Just something in place so that I can go out and bring home some fishies. All right, I'm going to zoom out so I can get a better look at this. Maybe this one goes a little bit further. Nice. This one curves off the bat and comes around this way. And then this one's gonna have to like thread through here. Maybe it does some weird switchbacky sort of thing. I don't know. I don't know what you call that in boating, nautical terminology. And with these, we don't have to place a fish route, which is pretty cool because these are just different farms. Like you have seaweed, and I think this one was algae. Yep. And then this is a fish farm. We've got 15 to 28 workers here. We have 2 of 26. We have 17. So this is working out pretty well. So I think now what I might do is place another road that comes off here and then connects down over here somewhere, just so that way we have some more access over here. Let's cut on our contour so we can follow the terrain a little bit better. So I might start down here and then just do like a quick jog to the right like that. And then we'll come up this way and then maybe meet up like that. And that's cutting into the hill quite a bit, but I think we can take care of that with the network multi-tool. So we'll use the slope mode, come down to here. That definitely looks better. Okay. So one of the things that I really want to get down here, because I got the mod in place, is fishing warehousing. Let's take a look at our different warehouses. And I don't think I need anything big for this. We have, I picked up these modern warehouses. Let's see how this looks. That's pretty big. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with some of these smaller warehouses here. And trying to look at the terrain here, I'm trying to see what's a good spot for this. Maybe here, and we're just going to have to deal with some issues with the terraforming. And I'm going to place 3 of these, like that. Then we'll go into these and set them all to fish. And they need water, so we'll run water up this way. Perfect. And I think we're good on the power front. Yeah, that jumped, barely. And then what I'm thinking down here is a pier of some kind, maybe a couple piers. So we have this fishing pier. I think that'd be cool. Maybe we can place that somewhere here. We have a restaurant pier. I think I'm gonna do that as well. We also have a park pier, but I can't place this. I think it needs to be in a park, so I'm just gonna leave that one alone. And I might just do another one of these fishing piers. Maybe we'll do that, let's see, down here somewhere. Okay, cool, excellent. And I'm gonna move this one, and I'm gonna move this one just to there so it can have road access. I think these other ones were fine. Oh, and I think I severed the power here, so let me get that back in place. Oh, no, I think everything's fine with the power. It's just that I probably went a little too hard on the budget front. So let's bump this back up a little bit. Let's do maybe 70%. That should be good for us. All right, excellent. That's looking really good. So through here, I'm thinking of having a little bit of commercial and also having some of the fishing assets like the Frank's fishing restaurant and things like that. So let's turn back on the train, and it's relatively flat through here. So I think I'm just going to bring a couple roads that come straight off. Let's turn on our guidelines just up to maybe there. What was that? That was 7 units. See if we can do 7 units here as well. And then might not be able to down here. Yeah, I think that's pushing it. We'll do 5. Then I'm gonna come in with the curve road tool and create a little network through here like this. Then over here, maybe we have a road that does something like that. And then another one that just does something like that. Or is that really needed? Is this road needed? I don't think this is needed. Let's cut that off. So here's our zoning currently. Let's turn off the terrain for a second. Let's go back to the fishing tab and go over here to the right, and I want to place a restaurant. Let's do a restaurant maybe right here. That's cool. And then for here, we'll do a fish market. It looks really good. And then now let's go ahead and place some low density commercial down here. And then I think I'm gonna allow some along the front here as well. I think that'd be cool. And this might terraform a little funky, but I'm okay with that. I think that'd be fine. I'm gonna just keep it for like this area right here. All right, let's turn zoning off for a bit, and then let's see what this is. Low fishing route efficiency. Interesting. Let's watch one of these boats and see how it does with its progress as it goes fishing. Yeah, and that's fine. I think, whoa, that's pretty cool. I think what this is telling us when it has this like low fishing route efficiency is that like it's going out halfway and then filling up all the way with its fishing capabilities. So if we take a look at this one, let's follow this one. Or maybe not. That's interesting that this one is stuck at 19%. I wonder if it just has to go out further. So that was the anchovy one. Let's come down and take a look at that one in particular. So let's delete the route for this one and make it a bit longer. Oh, I see. So anchovy, I completely missed this. Anchovies have to be kind of in this general area. So we'll just have something that snakes along through here really, really close. And this is probably not realistic, but it might make for some funny looking boats. All right, let's see if that fixes things. And then this one's salmon and this one's tuna. So let's take a look at those. So salmon, let's get rid of the route and let's slow the game speed down a little bit here. So it looks like the prime spot for salmon is over here, and tuna, wow. So tuna, we don't really have a good spot for tuna. Basically upriver, so I might get rid of the tuna industry one. But for the salmon, I think we can make that work. So for salmon, we're just gonna cut through. Then we'll have them do something here at the mouth of the river, like this. Then for tuna, I think we're just gonna get rid of this one altogether. And then maybe what we can do is just place another generic fishing harbor there. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I'm gonna go in and add just one of these generic fishing harbors right here.